Hey guys, in today's video I have another client tutorial. You guys seem to really like my client tutorials. Actually these type of videos are my most popular here on my channel, so I thank every single one of you who have tuned into my client tutorials. So yeah, let's get into it. I have my client here, Raven. You guys can be sure to check her out in one of my previous client tutorials, which was the Valentine's Day Slay. So now I am just patting some LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey all around her eye as a eyeshadow base. Now I am taking the shade Love Shy out of the Plouise palette, and we're going to use that as our outer color of our eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go in with the lightest pink shade in the Bhcosmetics. What is that? Take Me to Brazil. Yeah, Take Me to Brazil palette. And I'm just going to put that on the inner parts of her eye. And then I am going into my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I am using the shade Black Truffle. I use this eyeshadow to kind of set that liner to make it pop out more, to give it this like matte black look. So then I'm going to take my glitter stack and I'm going to use that pink and silver glitter, and I'm going to try to mix it, but I didn't realize that the silver glitter wasn't your like normal chunky glitter. Like, it had a lot of stars, which made it kind of hard to work with because it was different from the pink chunky glitter. So I had to kind of like make it work, but it actually did come out really cute. So you have to be sure to wipe your client's face just to, you know, clean it of any fallout, especially when you're dealing with like glitter and everything like that. So now I am taking some Milk of Magnesia as a primer so that her foundation is very smooth and flawless. So now we're getting into the face, and I am taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm just going to place that in all the areas of her face that I want to highlight. So then I'm taking my Juvias Place concealer in the shade 3, and I'm just going to use that concealer to contour the side of her cheeks, her nose, and her chin. So now I'm taking the Nars Radient foundation in the shade New Caledonia, and then I'm just going to place that in all the areas of her face that I didn't contour or highlight. I really like this method. It really works for me personally because I feel like I use less products, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like everything blends a lot more easier when I take my time and I work piece by piece instead of kind of like caking everything on top of each other. So Raven is chewing this gum. I should have told her to spit the gum out before we started the video, but it really slipped my mind. So I am so sorry if the smacking is annoying any of you guys. But shout out to Raven. I love her. Raven has been to me several times. If you guys check back on any of my previous videos, you'll see that she also was featured in the Valentine's Day Slay client tutorial video, so please go check that video out as well. So as you guys probably saw in the beginning of the video, Raven had a little acne bump. So to make sure that, you know, I'm keeping my brushes very sanitized, I use a disposable on that area of her skin. So please be sure when you have clients that do have, like, you know, acne bumps or, you know, any type of, I guess, open wounds or anything, just make sure you're using disposables. That's very, very important, especially if you're dealing with a lot of clients at a time. Also, another little tip or like trick I like to call it is, if you ever notice the concealer is just looking a little too light in certain areas of your client's face, you can always kind of go back in with the leftover foundation on your brush or disposable and kind of just lightly tap in the areas where you feel like the concealer is a little too light. So one key rule to flawless foundation on yourself or your clients is to make sure that when you put concealer down that you go around the edges with your foundation. I'm taking my Sephora pressed powder in the shade Deep Ebony. So I'm taking my NYX Lip Liner in the shade Expresso, and we're going to outline her lips. So lately, I've been using concealer as like a nude lip, and I'm loving the results that it has been giving me on myself and my clients. So I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan, and I'm just gonna, you know, dab a little bit of that in the middle. I haven't seen anyone else use concealer, so I'm kind of curious as to, like, am I the first? I mean, if I'm not, I'm gonna be a little butthurt, but I haven't seen anyone else do it, so who knows, girl? I'm the creator. I'm the creator. And then we're just gonna top all of that off with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Crème Brulee. So now I am using one of my favorite highlighters, which is the Juvias Place Loose Highlighter in the shade Nubia. So I've been doing the brows last, so we're taking my Rimmel London brow pencil in the shade Black Brown, and we're just going to lightly fill in her brows. Because I didn't do much to the brows, I try to clean them up as much as possible with foundation. So I'm spraying her face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. Yes.